Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to this morning's episode of If You Woke Up, You're Winning. So I'm trying something different this morning, y'all. I'm using my iPad instead of my phone because I'm going to start back uploading these onto my YouTube channel. And it looks better when the camera is like horizontal instead of vertical. So hopefully that looks okay this morning. I think I set it up right. I was going to try to go live on Instagram too, but I didn't prepare enough for that. So that didn't work out. But anyway, guys, what's up? What's up? Hey, Greg, good morning to you. Hey, Courtney, good morning. Thank you guys for joining the broadcast this morning. Welcome to another episode of If You Woke Up, You're Winning. Happy Friday, everybody. My name is Pinique Singleton from Build a Lasting Legacy, LLC. We come on here every Monday and Friday just to hang out a little bit, get a little morning motivation going before we start our day. So thank you guys for joining me. If it's your first time joining, make sure you drop a comment and let me know that. Let me know where you're watching from. Those of you guys watching live, make sure you leave a comment, and especially anybody catching the replay. Because if you're catching the replay, I don't get a chance to say hello to you. So make sure you leave a comment so I can come back and thank you for watching. All right, so now that we got all that out of the way, right, the announcements are done, let's go ahead and get this thing started, right? So today's topic comes from a conversation I was having with a young lady yesterday, and she said something. She was talking about a company, a network marketing company that she's in, or maybe she was in. I wasn't clear if she was still in it or still active in it, but she said something that really resonated with me. She said, you know what, I'm glad I got involved with that company because it served as a vehicle to get me to my purpose, to get me to realize the talents I had, to get me to do what God has called me to do, right? That's what she said. She said it served as a vehicle, because if I would have never got started with that company, you know, there's things maybe that I wouldn't have learned or wouldn't have been exposed to that are allowing me to walk in my purpose and do what I'm doing today. And when she said that, I was like, you know, that's good, because that's so true. A lot of times, different jobs that we're in or different situations that we're in, they may not be permanent. They might just be to be used as a vehicle to get us to the next step, to get us to the next level, to get us to the next place that we need to go in life, right? Think about it. What is a vehicle designed to do? It's designed to get you from point A to point B, right? But the thing about it is, you can't just stay in it, right? Or it doesn't work properly. Because if you get from point A to point B, but then you stay in the car, it doesn't work. You're supposed to get to point B and then get out and figure out what you're supposed to be doing there. Does that make sense, somebody? Right? But so a lot of people, you're in the vehicle that you need to get to where you need to be in life. But the problem is you won't get out, right? Some of y'all been in the same vehicle for 20 years. And now, of course, those of you just joining the broadcast, I'm not saying this literally. I'm not saying your car is paid off and you've been driving the same car, you need a new car. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is metaphorically. You've been in the same vehicle. You've been on the same ride for the last 20 years. Maybe you've been on the same job, right? Maybe you've been on the same job. I hear people, hey, Kevin, what's up? Hey, Lynn. I hear people all the time that say I worked this job for 20, 30 years and I never tried anything different. Why? Because sometimes people just get complacent. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, this job is making money, so no need for me to start a business. I have a business idea, but I'm already making money with my job, so I'm not going to do it. Or some people say, I'm so good at this job, there's no need for me to try for a promotion. There's no need for me to apply for another position within the company because I already know how to do this, right? I don't want to have to learn anything else. Or sometimes maybe it's not even another job. Maybe it's a hobby that you wanted to pursue, but you've been on this job and you've been working so much. When you get off, you don't have time to pursue that hobby. You don't feel like it. So my question is, are you just staying in the car? Is it time for you to get out of the car? Is it time for you to experience something new? Because we passed your stop a while back, but you didn't get out, right? You've fallen asleep in the back seat. Some of y'all, it's time to wake up. It's time to realize I got to do something different, because if not, before you know it, you're going to look up and you're not even going to know where you are because you fell in the back seat of a car that somebody else was driving, right? It's time for you to take control and drive the car yourself. See, some of y'all need to push that person out of the driver's seat. You need to take over, but then you need to get to where you want to be and you need to get out. You need to get out. See, that's the problem that happens with so many people. They don't ever get out. They think, okay, well, this job is where I'm supposed to be for the rest of my life. But a lot of times it was just meant to be temporary. It was just meant to be a vehicle to get you to that next spot in your life, right? Because see, some vehicles can only take you but so far. right? So I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna tell you a little story. So like recently I went to Belize, but when I went to Belize, I first had to get in my mom's car and she dropped me off at the airport. But when we got to the airport, I had to get out of the car. And when I got out of the car, I got on a plane that went to Florida. But when we got to Florida, I had to get off of that plane and I had to get on another plane that took us to Belize. And when we got to Belize, we had to get on a smaller plane from Belize City to San Pedro. And when we got to San Pedro, we got in a taxi that took us to the hotel. And when we got to the hotel, we walked to rent a golf cart because that's their mode of transportation on the island. And that was my transportation while I was on the island. But what's my point? My point is I couldn't stay in my mom's car and make it to Belize. I couldn't stay on the plane that took me to Florida because, see, it was going somewhere else after Florida. It wasn't going to Belize, right? It was going somewhere that I didn't want to go. I hope somebody caught that this morning. It was going somewhere that I didn't want to go. How many of you guys are in a vehicle that's going somewhere that you don't want to go, but you don't want to get out, right? I couldn't stay in the plane from Florida to get to San Pedro because in San Pedro, they have a really small airport and it's only for those little small planes, right? So it was too big. That vehicle couldn't get me to San Pedro. It wouldn't have been able to land at the airport because that vehicle just wasn't meant to take me to that place. So what I'm saying this morning, y'all, is the vehicle that you're in is just that. It's a vehicle. The job that you're in is meant to take you to the next level. Maybe it's meant for you to learn some kind of skills you need for that next level in life and move on though, right? Maybe it's something you need to learn in this job and then you're supposed to go for that promotion and get that management position. Or maybe you're supposed to learn some things here and then start your own business. It's a vehicle. It's not a permanent residence. You're not using it properly, right? You're not using it properly because when you use a vehicle properly, you get out at some point. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking this and you're thinking there's dreams I have, there's things I want to try, but you don't want to be called a quitter. You don't want anybody to say, well, she quit that job. He quit that job. But here's the thing. Technically, yes, the word quit means to stop, but it's okay to quit if it's something that's not serving you. It's okay to stop doing something if it's not getting you where you want to be, if it's not aligned with your purpose, if it's not going to help you reach your destiny. It's okay to quit. You need to quit. If it's a negative situation, you need to quit. See, quitting is only seen negatively when, let's just say you fall down and you don't get back up. That quitting is not acceptable, ladies and gentlemen. When you reach an obstacle and things get tough and you decide to turn around or you decide to stop, that quitting is unnecessary and it's unacceptable. But the quitting, when you realize you're in a situation that's not serving you well, that's the quitting you need to be doing. So for the purposes of this live and for the purposes of the example I've been using for the whole live, getting out of that vehicle is what you need to do. You stayed on way past your stop, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for you to get out. It wasn't meant for you to sit in that car for your whole life. You have the tools to get to where you need to be. You have the vehicle that was meant to get you there. You just forgot to get out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to ask you today. Do you have exactly what you need? Are you in a vehicle right now that can take you where you want to go, that can get you to your destiny, but you just forgot to get out? Use it for what it's meant for. It's just meant to be a vehicle. It's not meant to be your final destination. So some of y'all need to open the door and get out. Your stop is here. So that's all I got for y'all today. I hope somebody felt that. I hope that helped somebody. I hope that somebody got something out of this message today. And if you did, make sure that you like, comment, and share so somebody else can get something out of it, because somebody needs to hear that. Some of us, we just go on and on doing the same thing and we never do what we're truly meant to do. We never do what we truly want to do because we just sitting in the back seat of that car and we fell asleep and we don't even know where it's going. We're not even in control anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let that be you. Get out there and make your dreams come true. Go after your dreams. If you have something you want to do, do it. You have something you want to try it. So what if it doesn't work? Make it work. Or maybe that's not the thing that's meant to work, but maybe when you're trying that, you'll discover what you're really meant to do. But you got to try. You can't sit in that same thing that was only meant to be a vehicle. It was only meant to get you from point A to point B. It wasn't meant for you to just be hanging out, right? So you got to get out of there. So that's all I have for y'all this morning. I don't want to keep anybody. I know you guys, it's Friday. You're getting ready for work and all that type of stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. so much. Irina, what's up? Ian, what's up? Buddy, hey, how you doing, man? Thank you guys for joining. Y'all have an awesome and amazing day. But in order to do that, you got to get off of Facebook right now so that you can get out there and be great on purpose today, okay? I know you can do it. I believe in you. You just have to believe in yourself and make the choice to be great. So I want each and every one of you to choose greatness on this Friday. And remember, guys, you got to get out of that thing. It was just a vehicle. It wasn't meant for you to stay. So on this Friday, you got to go ahead and jump on out the car. All right. So that's it. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all have an awesome and amazing weekend. Be safe this weekend. And I will see you guys. Hey, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that. Appreciate the comments always. So y'all have a great weekend. And I will see y'all right back here Monday, 6:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. Y'all have an awesome day. See you soon.